What is going on, Walking Dead fans? Welcome. If you're new to the channel, I do reviews and discussions about every single episode of The Walking Dead as the season goes. And now that The Walking Dead Season 4 trailer is out, I know it was like last week, but still, I wanted to look over some things and get some topics down and really talk about what is going to happen in Season 4, what I think is going to happen, and discuss it with the general public. I've never read the comic books, I'm just a huge fan of the show. And if you have been a subscriber on my channel a while, you know I don't normally do this type of environment, but I'm going to try to keep this setup constant for all the Walking Dead videos. My dad gave me this beautiful poster, so I'm going to use it to my advantage. And let's get talking about The Walking Dead Season 4. So, if you haven't watched the trailer, I do suggest you go and watch it because in this video we are going to be talking about Rick's group possibly leaving the prison and why. What are some things that could be causing that, and what is in their future. So, in the trailer, it progressively gets worse for them. They're having problems keeping the walkers, not necessarily, well, out of, yes, they are trying to keep them out of the prison, but they're having problems of walkers piling up on the fence. And Carol says that they're hoarding more. They're getting into herds, as they call them. I call them hordes. They're hoarding, and they're sort of just piling up on the fences. And at one point in the trailer, you just see everybody holding onto the fence because the fence is falling over. And that's the problem with those big, thin fences, is that if you pile up high enough and you get enough force behind them, they'll fall over. They are sturdy for the most part, but since they're high, they're flimsy, and I think that's why that you're more safe if, say, they reinforce those fences and made them thicker. Sort of, if you just build a concrete wall into the ground, say a foot or two deep into the ground, I think you'd have a better chance. But those flimsy walls are tougher for keeping up things, especially when those walkers get up high, like 7, 8, 9 foot, 10 foot, and even up above that, because they'll pile on top of each other and they'll just form a massive mound pushing up against the wall. Um, One thing that the prison group is doing well, since they got if you remember from season 3, since they got the people from Woodbury, they're doing a good job training them. Carol is doing great with the kids, teaching them about knives and such, as you can tell in the trailer. Um, but they're just having problems. Someone, aka maybe the governor, maybe someone inside the prison that they didn't know was there, or something is luring in these zombies, walkers. Someone's feeding them. If you could tell, at one point they get into the cell block and you see all these things that are just being fed to the walkers, like rats, deer, other things, and it could be a potential problem for the prison group, which it is. And you see them at a what's it? A Big Spot, I think that's the name of the store. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check, but they're at like a sort of like a Walmart type deal, and they're going in to get supplies or possibly something, meeting someone in there, because they're going in guns blazing. They got like 6 7 people going into this Walmart, which is a smart move. But if you guys have ever seen Zombieland, Tallahassee, like a boss, no, just kidding, this is a completely different thing. um, they do bring in a lot of people, and Tyrese's sister Sasha, she's sort of like trying to be more in charge when Daryl and Michonne are right there, and they've been with the group way longer than Sasha, so that kind of confused me a little bit. But as you can tell, they need more supplies to supply all these people. I don't know how many exactly, but it's got to be up close to 100, I would assume. From the 10 12 people they had there, I might be wrong with my numbers, to start with, plus the 60 70 80 people that they got from Woodbury. I don't know how many there were exactly. Feel free to correct me in the comments, but it is posing a potential threat with all these walkers and all these people in such a confined space. So they're gonna have to start pushing out more. And you could see in one scene, you got Daryl on his motorcycle with a bunch of cars behind him, like they normally do it. That's how they normally go, because Daryl can find spaces to where they need to go. If it's tight, he can get around and see what's on the other side. Like for instance, the highway in season 2, um, how Daryl would maneuver around the cars, and if they needed to push some out of the way or something, he would be the first to go because the motorcycle can get around tighter spaces. Um, so we do see Daryl, Michonne, Tyrese, and the other black guy. I don't know. We don't know his name yet. I don't remember hearing his name. Just a new guy, potentially from Woodbury, or they could have picked up more survivors along the way. I doubt that, but um, we don't know his name. You see him a lot in the trailer. We don't know his name, who he is, what he's doing, and then eventually he goes up to Tyrese, of all people, and says, "I want to earn my keep, pull my weight." Is he a potential person that could be luring zombies into the prison? That's a possibility. I don't know. We don't know who this guy is yet. He could be a great guy, but why would he go to Tyrese, who's not sort of up high up on the totem pole? Why wouldn't he go to Herschel or Rick or Daryl or Michonne, even Maggie and Glenn, um, who could be better suited to give him a higher position on the totem pole? I don't know. It's kind of sketchy to me, but let me know what you think of that guy in the comments if you know who I'm talking about. Um, then we got Maggie and Glenn. And Glenn says they gotta go. They gotta go, they gotta go, they gotta go. Could Maggie, Glenn, and Herschel potentially go back to Herschel's farm? That's a possibility. I don't I don't see it happening, but we got to keep it in the back of our heads. But Maggie and Glenn they're definitely gonna go because Glenn's like, we need to go. This needs to happen, and that's got to be way later on in the season, sort of mid-season. You know how they normally take a break at mid-season. I think that would probably be around that time. Sorry, I got a cough right now. um, Let me think. What else? Another thing we got to keep in mind is Rick's baby, and even Carl, for that matter, and the children. That could be definitely something that they need to keep in mind. Are they going to leave the prison because of the kids? What's going to happen with that? I don't know necessarily if the kids will play a huge factor, but it could be a factor. Rick has to be concerned for his baby. Doesn't want anything to happen to that. You see him holding it a couple times in the trailer. Um, but other than that, at the end, we see Tyrese, and I said it before, Tyrese, Michonne, Daryl, and the other guy leave, and they hear something about a sanctuary, which I'm going to go on about in a whole other video. But that is definitely something. Are they going out to scout and look for other places to go? Are they leaving for good, just the four of them? Because I think that would be a pretty decent group. Daryl and Michonne definitely are like heavy hitters. They're some of the best fighters in the group. Tyrese, on the other hand, not so good with the gun, as we saw him struggle with the sniper in season 3. The other guy, we don't even know who he is yet. I'm assuming they're just scouting ahead, but when they hear that sanctuary thing, that definitely got their attention. And I don't think Tyrese would leave the group without Sasha, and I don't think Daryl would leave without Carol. Um, Michonne doesn't really have anyone now that Andrea's gone, and the other guy, I don't know anything about him, but let me know what you think in the comments below. I haven't made a video in a while. I'm sorry about that, but I'm going to be pumping out these Walking Dead videos. I'm going to try to do like one a day. But thank you all for watching. Tell me what you think in the comments below. I'd really appreciate that. If you could leave a like as well, that would be highly appreciated. And subscribe for more of these. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Josh. I'll see you guys later. Peace.